So, we got a great show for you tonight, but before we get started, we're going to cover the top 10 principles of instructional technology and distance education. Let's get started. The top 10 guiding principles for instructional technology and distance education. At number 10, do not overload your students. The cognitive load theory and the zone of proximal development tell us that students learn best when they're in their own zone of proximal development. Instructors who do not know the cognitive limits of students can overload them, creating a feeling of being overwhelmed. When it comes to instructional design, more is not necessarily better. Number 9 on our list is design learning experiences with equivalency in mind. As Simonson says, well, I'll let him tell you himself.
Several different yet equivalent approaches should be developed and made available so the instructor can prescribe which learning experiences should be assigned to a particular learner or group of learners. To equivalency theory is to not expect each learner to be taught and to learn in the same way.
Number 8, choose instructional technologies and media carefully. All instructional design models include media and technology selection within the design or development phase. Technology and media should be targeted to student learning outcomes and be within the skill sets or zone of proximal development of the learners to be most effective. At number 7, get to know your learners. Students' prior knowledge will be one of the most important factors in determining successful attainment of learner outcomes. All instructional design models include stages where learner competencies can be assessed prior to designing instruction. At number 6, reduce transactional distance. Transactional distance in any form of education is a function of dialogue and structure. Other factors can influence transactional distance as well, such as pedagogical styles, learner characteristics, and the content being taught. Methods to reduce transactional distance could include student collaboration and communication, and instructors being available for students. At number 5, design instruction to be accessible to all learners. Many of today's common technologies were developed for or by the disabled. Distance education in particular can take advantage of many of the new technologies and media available to accommodate any type of learner, no matter what their disability. At number 4 tonight is selecting media with mobility in mind. Today's learners are on the go. Media and technology should support mobile learning, selecting file formats that can be used cross-platform and that download quickly, facilitate anywhere, anytime learning. At number 3 tonight, assess your learners in a variety of ways. Instructors who can best leverage a variety of assessments, both formative and summative, will be most effective in targeting the needs of their learners. Assessments for learning yield greater student growth and ensure course objectives are being met. Number 2 on our top 10 is make learning social. As educators grapple with the social aspects of the web and learning online, new learning theories are emerging. Course designs need to account for greater student interaction and learning from online peers, practitioners, and experts in any given field. Ongoing and continuous professional development can be fostered through use of online collaborative tools and the utilization of online personal learning networks. And tonight's number 1 guiding principle for instructional technology and distance education is, don't expect media to influence learning. Clark has stated and demonstrated through meta-analysis of media-centric research that media in itself does not influence learning. Rather, media serves as a simple delivery mechanism for instructional content. Clark maintains that sound instruction and instructional design still have the greatest impact on learning. And that's it for tonight's Top 10, the Top 10 Guiding Principles for Instructional Technology and Distance Education.